This one was a user submitted character analysis, if you will. Another female dating coach. I think this one is a case of I'm gonna try everything. I'm an expert in everything. I'm an expert in health. I'm an expert in mental health. I'm an expert in yoga. I'm an expert in dating. I'm an expert in real estate. You know, why am I even doing this sometimes? All right. On first impressions, this shit looks like an infomercial. I didn't even think this was a real profile until actually someone was like, no, it's a real person. C. Scott, PhD. Okay, we're gonna have to need some. I need to see some credentials. You gonna call your? How can you don't have a plaque of your PhD? You're already fucking sham to me. Media psychologist. That should tell you everything you need to know. I'm. Are you a psychologist? No, I'm a media psychologist. It's women like this who make a mockery of social dynamics. But we're gonna deep dive into this one. I got some time today. No messenger. I love it. Already, emotionally unavailable to any man to approach. No messenger. Don't message me. How dare you? Just look at my surgery. Look at my work. Yeah, there's something about her that's artificial. Do you guys know what I mean, or do I have to just tell you it's her tits? Her tits are fake. You can tell she's got work done. She's older. She's got to be in her 60s. Yeah, that one looks creepy. That looks. I'm sorry, but that's creepy. All right, well, we want to start talking about her parents. I want to hear about her. Well, let's just. I just want to paint a picture of who this person is before we start listening to what they have to say. I mean, you're basically saying you know more than me. I'm like, okay, well, let's hear it then. I would like to hear what you have to say, right? Random 60-year-old wannabe Barbie. If you're struggling, you're doing it wrong. Suffering is optional. Dr. C. Look at this. Media psychologist, international speaker, e- uh, executive producer, MC slash TV host slash writer slash self help slash. When you try, it's isn't it? This kind of reminds me of one of those women who like their husband has just like a lot of like residual income, like he's like generational wealth, like or maybe he built wealth when he was younger and then he's just in his 70s, 60s, and he's just financially free, and then now his wife just uses that money to just become whatever she like every month. It's like a flavor for the month. It's like I think I want to be an international speaker. Then she does that for a month, and she's like I want to be a writer. Anyway, there's just something really funky with this one, man. And I haven't even gotten to what I want to talk about with her. A lot of mutual friends. 58 mutual friends. Jesus Christ. Well, of course, it's all women mostly. Yeah. Women's advice. Here we go. I should preface that. Women's dating advice. Women can give advice, but it comes to dating advice. I mean, yeah. You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So let's get into it. Your uncertainty is your insanity. Change your results today. It's hard to take someone serious when they're that artificial. You delay your soulmates. Here we go with this book. What? I haven't even heard her voice yet, and already she's talking that bullshit. She's panned. I can already tell. Her audience is like desperate housewives, women that are like above 40, and they're like, oh, my biological clock is ticking. I better start reading romantic advice, and they're like they don't know nothing from nothing, and they see someone that's successful but not in this area, right? She might be successful in real estate, where the fuck she does, right? But then she wants to like cross. What do you call it when you spread yourself too thin? You want to talk about things you're not qualified to talk about. That's the vibe I get from her, man. Come on, man. Big old fake titties and stuff. I just. Anyway, does she have anything good to say? Well, we get there in a second. But she already pissed me off with this soulmate shit. I can already tell she is already snake oil, but we finna watch. I want to hear what her particular brand of snake oil is. Okay, you delay your soulmate's arrival by doing this. So she's already suggesting that your soulmate is on the way. And if you follow her advice, the soulmate will come running to you. This is great. Great comedy. Stop the insanity. Yeah, I should stop the insanity by stop listening to you, but you're entertaining. The soulmate finds are already off top. Omega fucking female, man. Ah, man, I can just go off of just the title and talk about this motherfucker for how. It's like Jesus Christ. All right, we're gonna take a look at her photos before I really get into this. There's just something really artificial about this woman. Her appearance, yes. God damn. Did you use enough color? Jesus God, girl. I'm just saying, like, that's yeah, she is super fake. Everything, man. Hopefully, okay, her appearance is absolutely fake. So, but I just like I said, let's get a feel for this person. She thinks she's a celebrity. She likes to put dresses. So let's put dresses with sequins on. You know, then I'm an influencer, and okay, here we go with this stuff. Here we go with this stuff. I don't know what is this, some type of party? Oh, it's Hollywood Museum. Couple of bogus interviews. Okay, cool. Yeah, you have the appearance of someone who is some type of, you know, media person or whatever the fuck. Which I already don't like you, just because I haven't even gotten into her fucking advice yet. But like I said, what the fuck, man? All right, all right, that's enough. That's enough. Charo, is that you? Look, she looked like fucking a cross between. She looked like a cross between Charo and fucking Dolly Parton. I don't know which one's worse. Anyway, so let's just. Sorry, but I look. It's just her. This is a song about her appearance, man. I'm sorry. Maybe because she's 60 plus and she's acting like she's not. I don't know what it is with her. You know what I mean? I mean, I know why. Well, she got a lot of work done. Is that paint? All right. Let's get into it. You can look at her profile there. I want to hear what she has to say. Okay, so here's her soulmate advice. Oh my God. Okay, woman. Here we go.
Hi, friends. This is it. Right now, I'm going to tell you what you're doing to delay being with your soulmate. Really. I hope you don't mind. My little helpers are here.
She's gonna tell us how to get our soulmates, guys. You guys got your pen and paper ready? I got mine ready.
Because they're very inspirational and they're also very ridiculous. But I'm going to make a very serious point with ridiculous animals in my lab right now until they leave. If they want to go, they can go. This is the point. We go on dates. I've been on hundreds of them, and just for...
Why am I not surprised? Way to date yourself. Hundreds of dates. Do I got a calculator? We're going to do something. I don't want to make this video too long, but we're going to keep that in your mind. Hundreds. To put into a perspective just how many, men she's entertained.
Just for the record, married 3 times. 3's a charm.
Oh yeah, three's a charm, guys. From already I could tell this is one of those women that like they're obsessed with a relationship title. I ain't gotten to her advice yet. Just from her background, 3 fucking times. She just wants to be married. She wants a relationship title so she can walk around and pretend she's an expert. It's weird what women want to do when they get older. Their aspirations change every month. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a movie star. I want to be this. I want to be a makeup artist. This is like she's literally trying to market herself as this catch-all thing. That's why she irritates me. She didn't just say, "Hey, I'm a dating coach." No, I'm a media. You saw the goddamn hit list. I'm like, dude, nobody's that fucking talented. You know, I mean, and I know a lot of guys will just look at you because your tits are fake. Anyway, let me just got me ranting already.
Okay, I've been engaged a lot more times than that. And these were
I'm not surprised, but go ahead.
mistakes that I have made. I can claim mistakes. And that's all right because I learned from them and I will share with you how to speed this up because I understand how frustrating it is to go on dates.
Why you want to speed it up? Imagine you're a coach and you say, I want to speed up the process. Well, if you're a real coach, you know you can't speed up the process. You have to enjoy the process. How are you going to speed up attraction? I think her audience is primarily beta females with a whole lot of cats and a whole lot of cobwebs in a pussy, and they listen to someone like this because she's standing behind a nice painting that probably costs a couple $100.
And to date someone who you're just not too sure about, and you don't know if it's going to go the distance, and you don't know if you're going to get that committed relationship that you so much want. And I want to.
Because you're rushing it. I don't think she hears herself. You're rushing it. That's why you're not getting what you want. You can't expect someone to just make that decision up front before you even date. This is crazy to me. Imagine going into the date already expecting marriage. That's essentially what she's. God, these fucking people.
I want it for you too. So, hang tight while I explain what you've been doing wrong and how to do it right. So all the energy shifts tomorrow and by God, everything comes together. Here's how it works. We go on a date. Maybe it's a coffee, maybe it's a dinner, maybe it's something else. But at the end of the date, you're wondering if there's going to be another date. Stop wondering. If that's not the one, the way you end the date is,
Hold on. I partially agree with her. But she already, like I said, how do you know it's the one from the first fucking date? That's the fucking. See, she's essentially teaching a falsehood. That's why her students ain't got no results. Imagine me going on a first date for coffee, right? And just on that first date, I'm supposed to be able to know if this is gonna go somewhere long term. Does that make any fucking? Come on, man, really, dude? That's like test driving the first car and saying, you know what, this is the one. This is the one. Nope, no other cars to test drive, guys. This is the one. I went on the first date, and from that first date, I can tell this is marriage material. Can you imagine making that decision? Poor child. Poor child.
thank you, this has been wonderful, and I'll pay for my half, or if you like, you can pay for the whole date.
At least she said, I'll pay for my half. So I gotta give credit where credit is due. There's your fucking credit. I agree with you there. Women are way entitled thinking they fucking act like it's 1965 where you're a man, you just pay for everything just off the top like that. So I'm glad she's fucking progressive in that area. Okay, what else you got to say?
But I don't think this is exactly what I'm looking for. And then it's, we can be friends, not friends with benefits, and I will explain why you can't be friends with benefits, because that's...
Shut the fuck up. Yes, you can. But I do understand. I do understand where she's coming from. Not every date should have to lead to sex, and not every date should have to lead to friends with benefits. She's describing what you should do when the date sucks. Why the? But and then she's wrong again. Huh. Here's your option. She's thinking too logical, and she's also too idealistic. She's basically saying, "Here's your options, guy I don't have chemistry with. We can be friends." No, you can't. You can't be friends with a guy that you've essentially said I find sexually repulsive. There's no coming back from once a woman thinks that about you, there is no coming back from that. I don't give a fuck how nice you put it. Be friends. Why? So you can exploit him? That's a stupid that's some omega female stupid shit. The universe will figure it out. We'll just be friends. Why? You don't have chemistry. The date was to see if you had chemistry. Why the fuck would you? That's like holding on to like a fucking band-aid or something. Remember that? Or like, remember that cast that I broke my arm when I was in high school? Yeah, I kept that. Oh, I don't know. I just kept it. Maybe I'll use it some other time. What? You know what I mean? Like, you don't be friends. A romantic failure, that is probably the biggest thing to take from this video. There is no friend zones, okay? If you don't have, that's why the date is important. That's why the date's so, that's why, and she's rushing it. Like I said, on the first date, you're supposed to know you're going to marry that person. Do you hear yourself? I don't know. Is this gold digger advice? Is your husband that fucking wealthy that she would say, oh, this guy makes 6 figures. Go ahead and, I want to fast forward this.
That's really important. But you can be friends, or you might even say, for the last hour, I've been thinking that you should go out with my best friend or this person I know from work because you're better suited for them than for me.
Hold the fuck on. When was the last time you went out on a date with a woman that didn't work out and that woman said, you know what, Steve? I don't want to fuck you, but you will be a great choice for my friend Sally. Never. How old is this woman? What planet does she live on? Because I want to live on her planet. Whatever planet she lives on, hey, send me the address. I'll meet you there. Because you are fucking dreaming, sweetie. When was the last time a woman did that? That's what I say. Omega, they're too idealistic. No one takes this advice because it's stupid. You think a woman gonna sit there and be like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna be an idealistic woman. No, women are selfish, dude, especially on dates. They want to get, if it didn't work out, they want to get the fuck out of there. If you're that delusional to think that people who are taking your advice are going to sit there and do that, then, well, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Okay, this is why, you need to stick to fucking real estate, whatever the fuck you're doing. You know what I mean? What in the fuck? Can you imagine? No woman does that. I'm 35 years old. No woman has ever done that. And you want to talk about hundreds of dates. I'm right there with you. Okay? So, what the fuck planet are you, like, it's too, like I said, too idealistic. No one's going to do that. You can say all that. See, this is just get views. Just to virtue signal and, oh, this girl, she's so wholesome. It's the wholesome dating coach, guys. Yeah. So let me get this straight. A woman who thinks you're sexually repulsive, and she figured that out on the first date, right? Because she's so smart, she can figure that out, in an hour, whether you're going to be together forever. Why the fuck would she want to date her friend? Why would she want to pass the bad goods off to her friend? If the girl don't want you, her friend don't want you. The fuck are you talking about? That's you get what you say. It's like this is why people don't get results when they listen to people like this. I swear for God, they're not listening to what they're just talking. They're saying feel good truths. They're saying things that feel good. They're saying all this nonsense that hasn't been field tested. No one comes to her for advice. I just think she wants to chit chat, get some validation from her single cat lady friends. No one's paying for this coaching. She's not really a dating coach, but let's just go on with this.
And I'm looking for something specific. If you're not looking for something specific, you are selling yourself short. You absolutely must look for something specific. You must list all the spiritual qualities of the person you want. Is that person supportive, generous? How much money does that person have? Now, if you don't have any money, don't tell me that you want some person.
You know that was finna come up. How much money is? Can he afford to buy you double D breasts like mine? And if he can, does he know a good surgeon that can actually make the incision without showing nipple scars?
Person that has millions of dollars, because That is not water seeking its own level. You've got to rise to the level to achieve the person that you want. And in all fairness, the person that I married, that I'm still married to, been with him for over 19 years, that person had exactly the same amount of money that I had when we came into our relationship. We never signed a prenup because there was no...
You never signed a prenup because he wanted more money. You're like, I want to eat. Yeah, women punch up. Women aim up. They settle for like if the guy's on the same level, but women want a guy that's more successful than they are always. Whether that be financial or not, that's the archetype. That depends upon what archetype of man they prefer. It doesn't always have to be financial, but social status, they want to fawn over the guy. Ideally, most women are generally attracted to someone who could do better than them, but they see something in that girl that makes her feel special. Generally speaking, there's very few examples otherwise. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. You have to account for realistic expectations. People compromise, but ideally, that's what you see. Like that's what you see most commonly. How much money does it make? Of course, that's like your third thing you want to discuss. You gotta get them fake titties somehow.
No reason to do it. We were alike. We wanted the same things. And we got married within a year of meeting each other because it was right. And because up until he met me, every date ended the same way after his divorce because he was divorced as well. He would end the date and say, "Thank you so much. Dinner is on me, but I have to tell you, this is going nowhere. I'm looking for something specific." And some of the girls that were 35, 40 years old were like, "Wow, I don't even have to wonder what's going to happen now. This is really very appreciated." And some of the younger girls were like, "Wow, are you kidding? You mean you..."
I'm looking for... So she's saying, my husband said, I am looking for something specific, and she didn't state what that was. Is that not suspicious? You're gonna tell us about your wonderful husband story. Why can't you be fucking transparent? I am looking for something specific. What was it? Fake boobs? What is it? Okay, you want to talk? It's so dumb. How can I get any value when you're not going to share that with us? Then you're going to...
And you don't even want to have sex with me? Don't you think I'm pretty? Don't you think I'm hot? This is ridiculous behavior, people. Ridiculous behavior. Okay, don't do it. Please, it's just embarrassing. Don't do it. So...
Okay, so her advice is don't do it. Don't beg for sex. Let me turn the AC off. Hold on a second. I don't want this to be on camera. I don't want the fucking... my mic is sensitive, y'all. I don't want it to be on fucking camera. So Alright. Alright, fucking lady. Alright, man.
So, for a woman, offer to pay for half, whatever you're going to do. And, this all...
I can guarantee you, I'm not paying for half, especially if the date went bad. Bitch, we don't have chemistry. You wasted both of our times. Get the fuck out of here. Since you're so insistent on making that decision on the first date. You know what I mean? What if it went okay? So it's like you need at least 3 dates to make a decision if it's going in a trajectory or not. I can't believe she's basing the whole relationship off of one fucking date, man. Imagine just going to coffee with somebody and that's, she didn't use like a series of dates to kind of get to know that person and get progressively intimate so you can make a determined decision. How the fuck are you gonna make a decision without having sex with them? We gotta talk about sex. We're talking about sex today, guys. Women love to hold off sex for as long as they can because they read these feminist books that tell them the longer you make a man wait, the more interested he'll be. That's not true. It's simply not true. If you have sex on a first date and you have chemistry, you're gonna want to have more sex. You're gonna more. You're gonna want to explore that relationship. You don't get to just withhold sex for as long as you want to try to force a man to keep chasing you. You're just prolonging the inevitable because when he does finally have sex with you and you don't have chemistry, he's still gonna walk. So you might as well fuck him on the first date, fuck him on the second date, fuck him on the third date. If it takes more than 3 fucking dates, I guarantee you that bitch is a manipulator, a manipulating attention whore. There is no reason to spend more than 3 days without sex. You are dealing with some. What is she, a fucking Mormon? Does she have chastity panties on the entire time? If a woman is not ready to have sex, she should not be going out on a date. Doesn't mean she has to fuck you on the first date, but you better get damn near. If not, you better get damn near close. Otherwise, you don't got chemistry. There is no reason wasting time, wasting your revolutions around the earth on a woman that is unsure about you. She gets 3 goddamn days, and I guarantee you she'll never hear from me again. And she'll never hear from you again if you a smart motherfucker. If you alpha male or you sigma male, I guarantee you that's the way you live your life. There is no compromising that. There's compromises, not compromising that though.
All this information doesn't really matter what gender you are. It's the same because every person, whether they are any sex, any gender, we deserve to be with the person that wants to be with us, that we will love and support in a committed relationship. And if not, okay, let's be honest about it. So what you're going to do is at the end of the date, you're going to know, you're going to run it through your tally sheet and you're going to know. And if that's not the person, don't waste your time. Just don't waste your.
Yeah, you're going to know on the first date, right? I mean, if it went horrible, you'll know on the first date. What if it just went okay and everyone's like, yeah, that was a good time. So because you can't make, that's what I'm talking. This is why women are so fucking miserable, man. They take advice from people like this. Women are notorious for not knowing what they want and not knowing how to get it. They have all the means to do so. Women have all the smarts and all the means to get a man, to keep a man, but it's people like this who actually hold women back, waiting for your fucking soulmate. Get the fuck out of here.
Your time. Let's say you are at a party and you are drinking a Diet Coke and you're enjoying that Diet Coke, but then a waiter comes along with a bottle of, and you love champagne and you really want a glass of Cristal, but you've got a glass with some Diet Coke in it. This is why you've got to empty your glass. This is why.
She looks like she drinks Diet Coke. I'll have a Diet Coke for me. People who drink diet sodas are the weirdest motherfuckers. They're just weird as fuck. This is a side tangent, but don't ever date someone who do. Because they have a lot of cognitive dissonance. So you're going to drink the diet version of the poison? Why don't you just drink the regular? The calories are not that different. Guys, it's not that different. It's the cognitive dissonance of an omega female. It's like their whole lifestyle is based on this weird cognitive dissonance.
Why, if that person is not worth all of your love, don't keep the person around. Walk around with an empty glass so when the Cristal comes, you are.
Walking around with an empty glass, that means be involuntarily single until you find someone that you can give all your love to. I think this bitch don't understand you're compatible with many. The fact that she's preaching soulmates is such an archaic, retarded mindset. This is how people lose their romantic life. This is how people die alone. Good guys, good women, they die alone because they listen to this fucker. It's like It's like you know what it reminds me of? It's like not having a job until you get like a fucking movie star career or something. I'm never going to have. I want to be a movie star, guys. Okay, well maybe you should bag groceries so you can fucking pay the bills. No, no, no. I know my worth. I know my worth, right? I paid $15,000 for these fake titties. I know my worth. I'm not gonna have practice relationships in between. No, no, no. I don't want to grow as a person. I don't want to have romantic experiences and then transfer those romantic experiences to someone that'll appreciate them more. No, no. I want straight to the top. I want my trajectory to go like this. A fucking 180-degree angle. A steep J curve. I was nothing, nothing, nothing. Boom. Then I got Brad Pitt. Like imagine, right? Here's Brad Pitt, right? And here's like the bagger of the grocery store guy, right? You date that guy, then you date the I don't know, the mechanic, and then you date the fucking media person owner. Like you know what I mean? And you're like, no, no, no. I just want single, single, single for decades, and then boom, Brad Pitt. Like what the fuck? Fucking I swear to God, these older married women are the most delusional. Yo, you need to go. You need to go. She looks like she's on a soap opera. You need to go and do some soap opera tryouts. I think you're more geared for that, woman.
You are ready to accept it because Cristal knows if you have Diet Coke in your glass, the energy is not good, okay? The glass is dirty and the whole universe knows it. When you...
Oh, here we go. You know what Omega female bullshit is complete without talking about the universe and energy. I swear, for here comes a vague gobbledygook to get these goofy women to sign up to their classes or whatever the fuck.
You put forth the energy that you are there to receive, not that you are having friends with benefits, not that you are dating somebody just because you need somebody to take to an event next week. And you can do that with a friend. You don't need to lie to anybody to take someone to an event. You don't have to do that. But when you are truly open, the universe knows it. And there is a physics.
Oh, the universe? No. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You and your universe. Dude, you live in a different, you know what? The universe you live on ain't been discovered yet, okay? How does a woman sitting there doing nothing equate to any romantic success? This is what I'm talking about. Omega females. Omega female. Sit there and you have to just, who are you going to believe? A person that has 3 marriages and she's happy that she's had this third one last as long as it did? You know what I mean? Like, look at her track record. The fuck? What is this? Oh, my God.
Physics law that nature abhors a vacuum. So, if you are there to receive, if you are in the vacuum state and it is empty, your glass is empty. When the Cristal comes, pour away. Oh yes, that's how it works. So don't keep around these people that maybe aren't right. Don't try to put a round peg in a square hole. I think you really are getting my meaning right now. And I think you may be realizing that you might be dating somebody that isn't right, and that you may not get that committed relationship anyway, or that it might not last too long.
It might not last too long. Well, yeah, because you ended it. You dumb motherfucker. You're gonna talk about I just don't think she hears herself. I don't think, and there's no one keeping this bitch in check. You know what I mean? Like, this advice is for people that are stupid. This advice is for people that are they're so naive. They're not actually listening to what she's saying. They're just following what she's saying because she presents herself in an affluent way. And I use quoting fingers for affluent. But that's what she's trying to portray herself as.
because there's a lot of serial monogamy going out there. There are a lot of people that are lonely and they want to have sexual relations, and they're willing to put up with some things that they don't like for a short amount of time in order to get their fill of sex, and they're mirroring, which is a psychological term, where somebody just doesn't want to be alone. They don't like themselves enough to be alone, so they need to be mirrored. They need to have somebody sit there and adore them, or at least be talking to them or engage with them, because they don't like themselves enough to be alone. So I will, at another date, go into what you can do if you don't like being with yourself, because that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And that is easily solved. I can easily solve that for you, and I will. But right now, I'm fully committed to explaining this energy to you, and that nature abhors a vacuum. So you're going to just keep your slate clean. Keep everything open. Don't put a round peg in a square hole. And
keep everything open. She basically means don't allow any men in your life until it's literally until you think it's some fucking god. And Thor swings fucking Mjolnir all the way down and knocks on your door and says, "Milady, I am an Asgardian by the name of Thor. I would like your hand in marriage, Jane Foster," right? That's what she expects to happen. This is crazy to me. I understand not dating shitty people, but she's literally telling you to just sit on your fucking ass and be happy alone. Does she not understand that dating is okay? You know what dating is? Dating is actually stair steps. You have to actually date all 7 different archetypes of men or women. That way you know what you're compatible with. You need to date a beta male. You need to date an omega male. You need to date a zeta male. You need to date a delta male. You need to date a sigma male. You need to date a gamma male. You need to date an alpha male. Because I don't know which one. Well, I can make an educated guess which one you like, but you need to experience all those fucking different types of men so you know what you like. This bitch talking about some wait until you fuck. How the fuck do you know what you want when you haven't experienced all the different types of men? How? This one, like this, these people are so fucking dumb. They're so short-sighted. You're gonna tell me a woman with no experience, with only 1 or 2 archetypes of guys, is gonna know when the perfect guy comes around, especially when she has those long 10-year spans of not fucking and dating anybody. Then she gets fucking celibate. There's nothing worse. You know what's the worst type of woman? A celibate woman. She don't even gotta be fucking me. I'm just saying in general. Like there's something wrong with a woman who just gives up about being romantic and sexual. That's almost the point of no return. That's when cats are bought. All right. That's when your fucking apartment smells like cats. You ever look? Quick story, because now we're on this. This is gonna be a long video, so hold on to your butts. I remember about 3 years ago, there's this girl named Summer or some shit. I talked to this girl named Summer, and she told me, she's like, "Oh, I like cats," and I went over there. We had a date and stuff, and then I went back to her place, and like she had a cat sanctuary in her apartment. There was 25 cats in her, not an exaggeration. It was a legitimate cat sanctuary. Her entire apartment, it had like shit riveted to the wall, like the little cat bridges and like branches where the cats can swing around and jump. I'm like, cats are literally like jumping over my face. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'll stay there for like 30 minutes. I'm like, I just, hey, I got something came up at work. I gotta fucking leave early. Look, cat sanctuary, that woman too far gone. Okay, bye-bye. I cannot, no. I don't know why women use cats as some emotional consolation prize. but they sure do. That is not even a. It's not even a joke, man. A lot of women use animals to fulfill some type of companionship. That's when you know a woman's really fucked up. She got to use animals to, you know, as a chintzy replacement for a man.
Wait for the right one, because you are delaying what it is that you want to receive. And you may know that I interviewed over 20,000 single people, many of which who were married, from the East Coast to the West Coast.
You interviewed 20,000 people that were single, of which that were married. I do not understand that sentence. And I think you're just talking out of your ass. But I'll try to make sense of what you just said. So now they're single. And you interviewed them. But let me ask you, have you ever approached a woman? Like you're going from having dates. How the fuck do your clients know how to do that? Are you coaching women? Or are you coaching men? You just want money. Hell, you'll paint it however you want, won't you? But I want to. This is such a general crappy thing. I think I'm assuming she's talking to women, but she's basically. I mean, what? How is this advice? You're just telling women to just sit there and wait. I have not heard anything, any homework that a woman's supposed to do. I have not heard any action for women to take. You are basically coaching women to be non-action. You're coaching inactivity. You're coaching non-action. And I don't respect that.
Coast and in between, in Chicago and in Arizona, in the Southwest, where there are a lot of sexy people. And all of these
Not you.
people that were divorced all explained to me that they actually knew that it was very likely that the marriage wouldn't work.
Well, maybe you shouldn't get married. Wow. They knew that the marriage wasn't going to work, and they kept trying to get married anyway. Have you ever thought that marriage is not the fucking answer? What a novel concept. Maybe marriage isn't the answer. Wow. Maybe marriage is archaic. And the only people who entertain it are fucking betas. Because let's face it, marriage works if you're a robot. If you can guarantee me your personality will stay static your entire life, and you can guarantee me your partner's personality is going to stay static their entire 80 years on this earth, 90, 100 if you're cursed, but if you can guarantee me that, which you can't, then go ahead and get married. Otherwise, you're an idiot. The only time people get married is for a financial advantage. The only time people get married is when it's to appease some social stigma that they should, or to appease both parents, or they're appeasing somebody, usually parental, maternal. Because you're conditioned. Look, you're conditioned to want to get married. I have no desire to ever get married, not one. I am a relationship guy. I want to have a beautiful relationship with a woman, right? That's my goal. That's a life goal. But I will never let the state dictate my romantic life at all. They have no right to interfere. Keep church and state separated, guys. Imagine the state dictating your romantic relationships. Okay, well now we're getting subhuman at this point. Like that's like a civil rights thing, man. It's weird how all the laws are kind of designed to force you into marriage. Like I don't know if you live in California, but like if you live with a woman, it's like common law marriage. They'll be like, oh, you live with a woman more than 2 years. You guys are married. She deserves half your stuff. Excuse me? I wonder why she didn't get it. I wonder why she didn't get a prenup, guys. She was talking about all that stuff like, money doesn't matter. But she didn't get a prenup on purpose. She told him, you have just as much money as I do. That doesn't matter, right? But we don't need a prenup, though. I wonder why she did that, guys. You guys understand how this is all? I'm not trying to sound like cynical, but I'm telling you, this is like reality. You can have a beautiful relationship with a woman, but marriage is out of the question. Period. If you are an alpha male, if you are a sigma male, that's not part of the plan, and it will never be because marriage is not what it used to be. Okay, it'll never be. Okay, we've already gone like arranged marriages and marriages within a religion and shit. Look, if you want to live your life as a beta male, do it so I can laugh at you, and I'll make a post about it so we can laugh at you. So I don't know what you're talking about.
My gosh, if you know it's not going to work, why did you get married? Why would you do that to yourself and to the other person? That's bad karma doing that to the other person. But what do you think of yourself to do that to yourself? So if you're just filling your time because you just can't be by yourself, I will promise you that I will give you a solution to that within a week or so. You're going to get it right here.
It shouldn't. Something that simple shouldn't take a week. What the fuck? It's like she's gonna research actual dating coaches like me, see what I have to say on that, then she's gonna relay my information back to them. Okay, well, I've meditated on it. The universe told me your best advice. It's like, shut the fuck up. Just don't you got a fucking realtor call you gotta fucking take? Okay, that's what this is what happens with these fucking women, these wannabe celebrities try to spread themselves too fucking thin.
So you don't have to worry, but recognize it and call it what it is. Call yourself what you are, because until you become the person that you want to be with in qualities, that person's not going to want you. I don't think so, unless they're there to manipulate you.
I think you're here to manipulate me. I think you're here to manipulate us, actually. Mainly because you haven't. I've listened to you for 11 minutes and 16 seconds, and all I've gotten from your long-winded explanations is that you should just sit on your fucking ass and wait for the perfect guy, and never do any social dynamic work. Never approach a man. Never flirt with a man that you might like. Never screen a man you might like. Just sit on your ass and Prince Charming is coming for you. Like I said, there is no homework for these women that are listening to you. This is just a feel good bukkake.
Because there are a lot of women that end up with men, and I mean this is men with men. There are all kinds of configurations. It is not limited. There are a lot of people where the one with the gold makes the rules. And that is not an equal relationship, nor is it supportive to one person. It's supportive to one person and not the other. But you don't want any part of this. You really don't want any part of this. So do yourself a favor.
I know I don't want any part of this. She talks really slow. It's kind of irritating.
When you know, kick them to the curb. Or what my father, bless his heart, he's not with us anymore, what he used to say is, put the skates on them. That probably gave you a little laugh there. So until then, get yourself a dog, get yourself a stuffed animal, get yourself a friend.
Get yourself a dog, get yourself a coping mechanism, get yourself 20 cats. That's the go-to. Because I don't know why it's always a cat. Maybe because they're small, you can fit more of them in a space than a dog. You know what I mean? It's like four cats equal one large dog. You know what I mean? So it's like more animals. Yeah, get your coping animals, right? That's what they are. They're coping animals.
That you can talk to. You don't even need a therapist. You need to be true to you. And
You don't need a therapist. You just need my book. Dr. Scott, whatever the fuck her name is.
Help you therapize yourself, unless you need medication. In which case, I am willing to help you to...
In which case... Oh, here's the pitch.
Be the best you. And that is what you want to be so that you don't need therapy. When you achieve that, everything is going to be smooth sailing. With bumps, of course. I have bumps every day. I have challenges every day. But it's all right. And relationships too. Relationships have challenges. People have misunderstandings. But you'll be able to do your best when you know you're on the right track. And when everything's shaky, not so good. So, you know what I always say. Suffering is optional, and life is what you make.
That was fucking garbage. Okay, so I mean, she didn't tell her. That my biggest takeaway is what you are contributing to why women are fucking lazy. You know what I'm saying? Women are still going to be. You just told women, hey, soulmates, right? Yeah. Just wait for them. Just wait for this. Just wait for the soulmates, guys. Just wait for the soulmates. Great career advice. There's just something slimy about her, man. I'm so sorry I exceeded the 5,000 friend limit, so please go to my Facebook page, Dr. C, and everything from here will go there. All right. Does anyone have... Okay, let me go to this one. Does anyone talk on her comments? Here we go. I'm giving her plenty of time. I hope she finds me soon. Listen to how they're talking. I hope she finds... this is a man. This is what happens when you don't say what the advice is for women or for men. So this woman doesn't give a fuck. She's just there because she's a fucking dingbat. She just wants the validation of her being, oh, I'm helping people. They get this weird, oh, I'm helping people. No, you're not. You think David Johnson got a girlfriend after listening to this? I'm giving her plenty of time. Motherfucker, David Johnson, you don't got a lot of time. Motherfucker, what you talking about? How old are you? Your hair is already gray, man. You don't got a lot of time, alright? The fuck? Giving her a lot of time. Bro, you got about 5 years left. I'm just saying, man. Like, these are the goofy ass people. These are just goofballs, man. Goofballs. When they hit 50, 60 years old, they're like delusional goofballs. I mean, you have to be to follow this woman, but what the fuck? She says, David, even though you are worth waiting for, how the fuck do you know? You're just, like I said, these bitches are so phony, pissing me off. Watch the entire thing, and I promise you will have a revelation. Yeah, the revelation is I'm a fucking scam artist. Thank you so much. I watched some of your videos this morning. I'll go finish watching and get no results. No results. How come no one ever says, thank you, Dr. C. You really helped me get a girlfriend, boyfriend. You really helped my relationship. Nobody. No testimonial having ass. Dolly Parton churro looking motherfucking, I know a good surgeon looking ass. Look at this shit. This is what happens when you buy into these goofballs. My champagne glass is clean and empty. I agree. When she finds me, our glasses will be overflowing with kindness and laughs. God damn, you deserve to be alone. You fall on this goofy bitch. I swear to fucking God, yo. Interesting enough, this is excellent career advice and life advice. She just does everything. She knows about life and I wonder... You just like looking at her fucking tits. And I hate fake titties, by the way. If you know anything about me, I really hate them. I don't give a fuck what they look like. I do not like fake breasts. The front end time and effort in developing a clear, detailed version of who you are or what you want is your responsibility to yourself. Look at all these fucking see, these are incels that just they just want to be a part of something, but they're not getting any results out of it, and that's why it's so fucking hilarious. I mean, look at this guy, George Hallis. You cannot love anyone if you do not love yourself. In our culture, we're conditioned to accept what's out there. who you're just virtue signaling to nobody. No one even she didn't even like it. I mean, look at this guy. That's your profile? Jesus Christ, man. What a fucking beta male. What a fucking beta male. Jesus Christ, dude. They're always older black. It's always older white guys that see a chick with these types of realtor looking ass fake bitches, right? These fake dating coaches. Wonderful, George. Thank you. And I learned to sing Bear Down Chicago Bears. And oh, who cares? My dad was so proud. Blah blah blah. Dr. C always has the best advice. Really? Oh my God. Okay, she's like 90 years old. She's already seen that. Okay, we're not gonna talk about her. She's too old to talk about. But all right, there's my comment. I was like, I said so such thing as soulmates. I meant to say no such thing as soulmates, but I think you got the point. No such thing as soulmates. You're compatible with many. Okay, yeah, she didn't like that one. She didn't give me my little like. Not that I give a fuck, right? But it's just anyway. Enough of this fucking Dolly Parton ass. Wannabe Dolly Parton ass, churro ass slash. There's something wrong with this woman's face. I don't know what it is.